26 in your presentation, I don't feel so bad about my little survey. I was struck by this name. My first reaction was, huh? So I sent out emails to 16 friends, relatives, co-professionals. I feel like I got a good response. I think 13 out of 16 responded. It's a wide group. And the first one, a retired teacher, said, "Hi, I must admit I am left with a blank. Have no idea what that means." More interesting to me was an IT professional wrote back, "You're kidding, right? Offhand, I cannot think of a more meaningless combination of words." I got that a lot. A lawyer said, "Sounds to me like something involving defense or intelligence." A retired secretary said, "It sounds like it's a group of those in teaching professions, but I'm uncertain about strategic within my understanding of the word." A retired budget analyst said it sounded like PhD specializing in foreign affairs, especially military and petroleum issues. A fourth grade teacher said, "What comes to mind? I guess what comes to my mind is, what does that mean?" A librarian said, a few thoughts. Someone came up with this, had too much time on her hands. The title is too long, and the word strategic is vague and cold. A law librarian said, among other things, "It sounds like a decent name for a group of competitive intelligence professionals. It sounds like a group that is trying to hide its actual profession." Another information professional said, "Does it have something to do with defense?" A nurse said, "It makes me think of consultants trying to make themselves sound good." And I'm saving the best for last. Paralegal. "I don't know how to spell that noise that Scooby-Doo makes when confused, but that's the first thing that came to mind. The second thing was spies." These are people out there across many disciplines who hear this and have no idea what we are. I don't understand how that's an improvement. I'm not saying that what the alignment found isn't valid, but this doesn't say, I don't see this as an improvement, I see it as 100 steps back. And I think that people with our intelligence and experience and contacts can do a lot better.
I have a question. Would you base any business decision on a poll of 16 friends and family?
I sure as heck wouldn't base it on a poll of 226 people.
Well, the research that was done, the research that SLA did was, it was rigorous and it was testing the people that we work for, as well as other information professionals.
Well, you may work for one of these people someday.
Well, I'm just saying that there's a pretty big difference.
And if I may say,
small,
I have never been asked on a resume or a job interview off the bat, what organization do you belong to? They want to know what I do.
Sure.
So I think that SLA needs to do a better job of marketing itself. And that may be a whole other issue.
No, that is the point. The point is the fact that
please take this. And I really, that's
the point is that SLA needs to be able to position itself out in the marketplace. And the marketplace, that one of the pieces of the marketplace that matters are that C-level executives, the people that make the decision as to whether our library exists 5 years from now or not.
Let me just say that where I came from, they were laying off, not just librarians. They're laying off partners, lawyers, associates, secretaries, IT people. say that it's because our name is bad, we're being laid off.
No, no.
Oh, nobody thinks that.
One thing I don't think was pointed out earlier was that if you're standing up to ask questions, we have a camera back there. So that, keep that in mind. And we're going to have a revision if people wanted to ask questions on slips, if they didn't want to be on camera.
We did ask, but nobody wanted to write down a question.
Okay.
Would people also identify themselves?
Yes, would you please, and tell us what your job title is, because we were collecting job titles in the back on it. So your name is?
Lois Steinberg, and I'm a reference librarian.
Good. Okay.
Now, a couple of points. One is we're talking about, first of all, we're talking about the alignment. And we wanted to focus on the alignment because in order for SLA to position itself in the marketplace, it needed to know what the marketplace looked like. It also needed to know where its members were coming from. And the findings are that we have a very diverse membership. And we also have a portion of the marketplace that is turned off or not thinking that they should join our group because it looks like it's just focused on librarians and potentially even librarians that ride short buses. So it's, not understanding the names and gets in the way at times. Now, we're talking about the name of the association. We're not talking about the name of any of your jobs. We're not talking about going through and wholesale changing everybody to be strategic knowledge professionals. What's met from this effort, and that's why I pulled up these, why wouldn't you want to be aligned with a group that focuses on being strategic? Because if you don't want to be strategic, then you're menial and you're potentially going to be cut. If you're not dealing with knowledge and trying to be that intersection of information and point of time and everything to get to that point of knowledge, and if we're not professionals, if we're not doing things to the best of our ability and with skills and with expertise, then what are we?